Mic check. Ha 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 ha. So are you gonna make a taco truck ever?
I kind of want to.
That's like
I feel like it'd be the bombest fish taco. Like my mom made some bomb fish tacos.
his mama cook.
Mama cook a lot.
Is daddy a fisherman?
No, I'm a fisherman. My daddy ain't. He used to go all the time. I don't like saying my daddy, but he would take us as young kids and he would get mad because he was like a very angry person and he wouldn't catch shit and he didn't have like the best equipment or anything. And then when we got older, we found out like, oh, we're catching shit because we have good equipment. My dad never had good equipment, so
Did he have like a spear?
he had like a long ass like Indonesian pole, like, you know, stuff you would see like in National Geographic of people like on the side of rivers with like big old man-made sticks.
He has some third world country
Stuff.
fishing stuff.
Yeah,
He wasn't no Bass Pro.
he wasn't. My dad was a coyote though.
What's that?
People who got people across the border. Did you ever hear of them? They would like smuggle people across the border.
No.
You've never heard of coyotes?
No, that's probably like a California thing, not a Texas thing.
What do they call them in Texas?
I mean, I can't think of the slur. That's not a slur. Coyote's not a slur.
No.
That's an occupation.
It's not an occupation.
It's a gig.
Yeah, I don't know if like, you know, it's like they follow along the lines with like drug dealers and shit, like black market type jobs.
It's more of like a heroic.
No, not heroic either. It's like when I tell people, some people get upset because there's like known coyotes who just leave families out in the desert and they die. And it's like the fucked up part, but like my dad just helped people get through, which is like the heroic shit.
Your dad's more like Underground Railroad,
Yeah.
but for Mexicans.
Yeah, he wore like a, you know, nice suit, like a tour guide almost for Mexicans to get across the border.
He dressed nice
He would dress nice.
for the job.
Yeah, fanny pack.
A fanny pack.
A lot of sunscreen around his nose.
You got to wear sunscreen.
Yeah,
You know,
out there in the desert, you got it.
Have you heard that Harriet Tubman was epileptic?
I don't know what epileptic means.
Well, I don't know if she like have seizures or like.
Oh.
Well, I might be using the wrong word. There's some condition where you pass out kind of unexpectedly. It's kind of seizure related, but you'll just kind of like fall asleep like super out of nowhere.
That's crazy.
You
Is
just
that
kind of
true?
like have a twitch. It's like a semi rare but semi common condition. And yeah, Harriet Tubman was I don't know if the word's epileptic, but she had. It's probably not that, but yeah, she would just like pass out and fall asleep like, out of nowhere.
Well, I'm glad she didn't like pass out while she was running from, you know, slave masters and shit.
That probably was part of her strategy. She probably like they'd be like, "Where'd she go?" And she just like almost like a cloud of smoke.
Yeah, like a little Mortal Kombat character
just falls in like tall grass,
some bushes, and nobody knows where she went.
Yeah.
And she wake up like an hour later.
Yeah.
Helped her intervals. That's cool.
I don't know how long you sleep if you have that condition. You might sleep for like full 8 hours.
That'd be nice, actually. Just wake up well rested. You ever like wake up from like a nap? That's like a 2-hour nap, and you're like kind of dazed and confused.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's what happened. Like, where the fuck was I going? Oh, okay. But or make little 15-second cat naps.
Little cat naps.
Yeah.
Do you ever take like melatonin?
Sometimes.
It's weird, man. I've been taking it lately, again, and it's a little bit of like a disassociative, I think.
Yeah.
It makes you fucking have weird thoughts.
Same here.
Like
no.
Right before you go to bed.
And like that, and like one time I took melatonin, and I swear to God, I woke up and I was like hallucinating, where like my whole room had like a blue hue, and I was like, what the fuck is this shit?
And it's like unnerving, kind of.
Yeah, that's why I only take it like once a week. And then like the following day, I feel all groggy and shit. I don't feel
get that hangover. I agree, man.
Yeah.
I like NyQuil, any of that stuff.
Yeah, and I know people who like take gummies and shit to go to sleep, and I don't like that either, because whenever I take like a gummy, it could have like a reverse effect where I'm like overthinking a bunch of shit, and I'm just laying in bed.
Weed gummies,
yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll just be laying in bed, like with the highest thoughts, and like just I can't even go to sleep because of everything I'm thinking, and I'm like, why the fuck did I take this gummy to go to sleep, and now I'm fully up.
Dude, yeah, I have a little bit of trouble sleeping, so I know it's like I'm pretty picky with the. You know, I'll be like drunk, and I'll be like, I can't sleep, I'm drunk, and my friend's like, what does that fucking mean?
That's the worst. trying to sleep when you're drunk, and you're like the hangover's catching up to you, and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta start yakking and shit.
Dude, I hate substances, dude.
Yeah.
Messing with my sleep.
Do you smoke weed?
Off and on.
Okay.
Off and on.
I don't know why I asked you that with your haircut like that. Like I should have. I just already assumed.
Dude, I kind of discovered in the last year or so that if I, take a week off of weed, I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel pretty good if I don't smoke weed every single day of my life.
Yeah, no. I had to get off weed for reals. Like, I would overthink shit. It'd make me depressed, anxious, like the opposite of what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I was a huge stoner in, like, high school and college. But I don't know what the fuck happened where I can't handle that shit anymore. Yeah. And I've said it before, like, when I smoke weed, I get really gay thoughts. Which is, it's fucking weird. Like, I'll be, like, watching the movie and shit. I'll be like, oh, fuck, like, fucking Ben Affleck's, like, super hot dude.
Dude, dudes are hot sometimes.
Dudes are hot, you know what I mean? Yes, dudes are fucking hot, and it's all right to admit it. I feel like it's weird when guys don't admit it. When they're like, I don't check dudes out. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Dude, I watch, like, so much sports, and after a while, I'm just like, I need to stop watching sports.
You're fully erect.
These dudes are starting to look pretty hot.
Yeah. I don't know if they're naturally hot or if I'm just naturally gay. Trying to figure that out. But you were saying Korn is from Baker. That still threw me off. They're from Bakersfield, California.
You ever been to Bakersfield?
I've driven past. I think everyone just drives past it. Nobody's ever like just stopped at Bakersfield.
Dude, I hung out in Bakersfield once.
What?
Well, I was like driving.
You're smoking meth.
Back from Texas, smoking meth. I was listening to Korn, and I stopped at an Airbnb in Bakersfield, and I went to a bar. It's very cowboy. Bakersfield is like a cowboy ass town, and it's like West Texas. It's like where I'm from, Midland, Odessa. Bakersfield is an oil town. It's probably about the same size as Midland or Odessa. It's a little bit desert-y. It's cowboy. It's like you go to a bar. It's like country western bar. It's like, and it's like flat, and it's just like where I'm from.
Dudes with Wranglers and big butt cheeks.
Dude, men and women both with
Damn.
big butt cheeks.
I need to go to Bakersfield then.
Dude, let's go.
Is that why they named themselves Korn? Do they have a lot of corn, like the vegetable?
Why did the band Korn name themselves Korn? I don't think they have cornfields.
Corn's got to mean something in like Pig Latin that we don't know about. We got to hit up Mark Neuer. He's a big Korn fan.
Dude, he's a Korn fanatic.
Yeah, he loves that shit. He was just out there. I think you just saw him in concert, based off his Instagram.
I've seen Korn in concert.
Is it sick?
It was really fun.
It looks intense, dude, because they got that fucking intense ass music that like Blade be killing vampires to. You know, like in the background of Blade, and he's just chopping vampires' heads off, and they always got Korn in the background.
Yeah, dude, it's some nasty, grimy music. They're really heavy. I mean, it's like a heavy metal band.
I like it though. Yeah.
And then they had a dubstep album.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
Korn had a full dubstep album. It had a crazy name too.
Was it good?
It was pretty good. I'm not a dubstep guy at all, but they had a Skrillex song on there.
Oh, fucking Skrillex.
Dude, Skrillex.
Goddamn.
I feel like I'm distantly related to Skrillex.
Why is that?
His last name is Moore.
Yeah?
His real name is Skrillex Moore. No, it's Sonny Moore. His name is Sonny Moore.
He went from Sonny to Skrillex? Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know where he got Skrillex. I think Skrillex just sounds like a dubstep noise.
He was so mad with his name being Sonny. He's like, I'm going to be a DJ and fucking finally change this thing to Skrillex. Skrillex.
You know, he was in a band before Skrillex.
Was he?
An emo band, yeah.
What was the emo band?
From First to Last.
Do you listen to From First to Last?
I listened to them a little bit, like when I was a kiddo.
Damn. That's crazy. Do you like Thundercat? You know who Thundercat is?
Yeah.
You know, he was part of Suicidal Tendencies.
No way.
Yeah.
After their bassist went to Metallica or something?
Yeah. Hey, Luke Newman, pull it up. Pull it up for us. No. But yeah, I love Thundercat, and then when I found that out, like, it made me love him even more. I was like, oh shit, that's pretty dope. He's like their bassist, or whatever it's called.
It's I'm a bassist, so I know my bassist. That's why I like Thundercat.
Is that what that is right
I got
here?
a bass right there.
Okay.
I'll tell you. I'll show you. I'll teach you a bass lesson after this pod.
We'll turn it off, and we'll have a little bass sesh, just me watching you.
That's what Thundercat sounds like.
Do you listen to Mac Dre?
I didn't. Yeah, a little bit.
You should. He has a reggae album, which is pretty. It's dope.
Cool.
Like it's just the most reggae shit you're gonna hear, but with just Mac Dre over it.
And he made it.
Or someone made it after
somebody
his
somebody
death.
stole his music.
Yeah,
and
someone made it. Like with Mac Dre, when he died, they just kept pushing his shit out as much as possible. It's like they're still making money off him, but
the hood's making money off of
The
it.
hood,
It's what he would have wanted.
the block is hot with Mac Dre stuff.
I heard about him before I moved here, like not long before I moved here.
Yeah.
My friend Joe told me about him. But yeah, he's not really big in Texas.
Yeah, no, he's not big anywhere. I mean, whenever
Just Vallejo.
people like hate when people from the Bay talk about Mac Dre because we like put him up so high and everyone's like, man, fuck, like we just hype him up too much. And people are like pissed off because they don't have him.
He is like he's really good.
Yeah, no,
Really like
yeah,
him.
I love him. I fucking love him. I like that Zach. You look at that Zach Fox.
Yes.
That shit's so good, dude.
It's really good.
Yeah.
And it's like sort of comedy rap, but it's not too much focus on the comedy. The comedy is, intrinsic, but it's just a good rap album, good bars, good rapper persona, really good beats on this one.
It's good bars, and he doesn't take himself serious, which I like. But like I showed my buddies, and everyone's like, "Oh, this is cringy as fuck," and I'm like, "Dude, I fucking enjoy it," because it's almost like some like who's like another like rapper who like just does joke stuff.
Well,
Like
it sounds like Lil Wayne from a few years back.
yeah,
Very punchline rap.
exactly, a bunch of punchline stuff. And Zach Frost, he's a comedian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just like found out about him recently, and I was following him on Instagram before he dropped that album. Just because another rapper I listened to like had him on one of his shows at the comedy store in LA.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it was.
And you were
dope.
there?
No, but the rapper I listened to performed.
Oh okay.
It's Freddie Gibbs. He's like a really gangster rapper. And
I've never really listened to him, but
Yeah. His IG was hilarious. He would have like the best stories, but they banned his ass.
dude, Zach Fox is so good at social media.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of pissed off because I was trying to do Twitter since like 2009, and like I finally kind of accepted defeat recently after having my Twitter for 10 plus years. I kind of accepted defeat. Like I never had a tweet go viral or anything. So I'm just like, all right, I'm just doing this incorrectly.
It's hard. I respect comics who are good at it, but it's also like cringy as fuck. Whenever I go on Facebook, I'm like, a lot of these jokes are stupid as shit. But some of them fucking hit well, and I'm like, I can't do this just because you're like putting yourself out there like that and saying something really cringy, and you're like, well, fuck, that wasn't funny, I guess.
Well, Twitter is like very formulaic. If you want to go viral, it's just like it's formulaic, and you kind of. I don't get how to do it. If I knew how to do it, I'd probably do it. I don't get it. I feel like it's formulaic and it's corny and stuff. And dude, social media is so fucking dumb. And like, being friends with comedians, like hundreds of comedians, just kind of ruins Facebook because you just open it up or whatever, and it's just like people that you are like semi annoyed or semi like neutral on. It's like, here's their headshot.
Yeah.
They're posting their new headshot, and you're just like,
The fuck are you
I feel like
getting
a hater.
for? Yeah,
I just feel like a hating ass. Like
that's why I don't want to get a headshot yet, because I feel like if I get a headshot, people are gonna be like, "Who the fuck are you?" To get it, like I need to be on the level before I get a headshot.
dude, just get a headshot, but just like keep it secret.
Yeah, just for me.
Just
And the
for you.
promoters.
Just put it up in your room. And
Like
just,
that fucking Sinbad poster you have up there, dude. What? That shit's hilarious.
dude. Yeah, I'm gonna close my door real quick.
I got you.
I do have a Sinbad poster on my bedroom wall for inspiration.
Can't even fucking. There it is. Are you a big Sinbad fan?
I didn't really have wasn't like a Sinbad fan as a kid or anything, but I was in Austin a few years ago, and I just was like walking down 6th Street, and I just kind of like double take, like, and there's Sinbad like
Just chilling.
He's like super tall, you know.
Yeah.
He's like hard to miss.
A lot of energy.
He was just like in sweatpants and shit. I'm like, is that Sinbad?
Yeah.
And then I was like, damn. And then like an hour later, I went into this comedy show and he headlined. I'm like, oh yeah.
Damn.
And he did like 2 hours, dude.
Oh yeah, I heard he goes for hours.
And he was really, really, really good.
Oh shit.
I was blown away.
I need to watch him because I've only known him from like Good Burger, the movie. But whenever I talk to like comics in our scene, everyone's always like, "Nah, Sinbad's the shit." And they told me like an interesting story with we were talking about it earlier. The comedians doing like college shows. There's like a application or like you got to do like an audition. And he didn't sign up for the audition, but like in between comics, he just like fucking ran in and grabbed the mic. He started saying a bunch of jokes. They were like pulling him off stage, but he got picked up by doing that.
Dude, you just got to be a hungry hippo if you want anything in this life. You just got to be like aggressive and like attention whore.
Yeah, I listened to a lot of like Kevin Hart podcasting. This I was like, you gotta want it. You gotta fucking get it. And
you got to be as annoying as Kevin Hart.
yeah, and it sounds exhausting.
Well, you got to be like, okay, so Kevin Hart has like short guy energy, which is like unmatched.
Yeah,
it's impossible to be that desperate.
Yeah, I wish I was that short so I could have Kevin Hart energy and then blow the fuck up.
I'm like 6'3", so I have like fucking chill energy.
Chill.
I'm a gentle giant.
Do you think I'm chill?
You are chill. You're very chill.
I'm 6 foot. I slouch. Do you fucking slouch?
Oh man, I'm the worst sloucher.
I fucking hate it, dude.
That's tall guy energy is slouching.
It is. Yeah.
Kevin Hart never slouched.
Never slouch. But you know what it is? It's because short dudes need to perk up so they feel taller. And we're so tall, we need to slouch down to fucking be on other people's levels.
Dude, if you walk around like as tall as you can with short guy posture, then everyone's going to be like looking at you.
Yeah, what the fuck's this guy's problem?
You get like more attention than you want to.
We don't want that attention.
Dude, people berate me once they realize how tall I am. They'll be like, why aren't you in the NBA? I was like, dude, I'm 6'3". I'm like Steph Curry's height. I'm the shortest guy on the team's height.
Yeah.
I'm not that good.
Yeah, because I finally got my first clip. I've been doing comedy for 3 years and I haven't had like a good clip. And I finally like watched it and I was like, fuck, my posture's so goddamn bad. Like, and it hurt. That's why I hate watching my clips because I'm like, I hate seeing how
It is literally painful to watch yourself.
Oh, God.
It is like almost like suicidal or something. You have like, God, no, I'm not. No, this isn't me.
No, for sure.
No. But it is fucking painful, but it kind of.
We got to do it.
You go down this introspective path. You take the red pill and you kind of slowly fucking improve yourself.
Yeah.
And I comedy is like a roundabout way to make me stop mumbling. I was a bad mumbler. I mean, my posture's improved a little bit. Fucking, I've self-improvement. It's like, it's not a self-help book. It's more excruciating, but it's pretty agonizing, but it is kind of like a way for a fucking weirdo loser who needs attention to improve themselves.
Do you have one of those back straps? Have you seen those things like the posture fixers or whatever the fuck?
No. Shit.
I want
like a bra, basically.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it looks like a bra.
Yeah. And it like fucking fixes your posture. I want to buy one, but I don't want people to know that I'm wearing one. It's kind of weird. Like, why the fuck are you wearing that?
Dude, just
put sexual.
Put a bulletproof over it.
There you go. But yeah, I was so bad where I would give like people would be like, hey, let me watch your comedy. Like, let me see your clip, and I'll give them my clip, and I'll leave the room. Like, I don't even want to hear myself like talk. I don't want to see the reaction. And it took me a while to like, all right, now I gotta fucking own this shit and get in there. Same as like headshots. I'm always worried I'm gonna do a headshot and I see myself and I'm like, God damn, I'm fucking ugly as shit. And
dude, I've had one headshot and it's pretty embarrassing. It's pretty funny.
Who'd you go to for that?
Oh, just a person with a camera.
Just a random person take a picture of me?
It was like a comedian's girlfriend or something. It was in 2014 or 15. So it's pretty funny looking.
Do you use it for flyers and shit?
Dude, one time Arturo put me on a show and he somehow dug that up. I don't know where. I didn't send it to him. He found my fucking headshot. I have no idea where.
It's funny when promoters find your head, like they'll dig through your Facebook and shit.
I think it was like in a tagged photo on my Facebook.
Damn.
He snatched that.
That's good. How's Arturo shows? Oh, we don't need to talk about it on the podcast. We can talk about it.
Or I mean, they're whatever.
Okay, for sure. I've been wanting to do one.
They're amazing.
He booked me in November.
Oh really?
Or for his competition, and I want to win that competition so I can get on the fucking show because I'm fucking hungry like Kevin Hart.
Hungry dog.
Hungry dog. Who else has been on this? This is Derek the Destroyer,
Yeah.
Mark Neuer,
Uh-huh.
Ernest.
Twice.
Who else?
Luke Newman.
Luke Newman's on the show, but not today.
We've had like a couple of my Dallas buddies
The
zoom
Zoom
in.
stuff. Yeah.
We've had, well, not everybody. Not everybody's anybody, but we had some people.
I feel like the Matthew McConaughey of this group of people who've been on.
You?
Yeah,
You are.
probably the hottest dude who's been on.
You're the hottest.
Ernest is pretty hot.
Yeah, he's kind of like a bad boy.
He's like a bad Filipino woman.
He's like a fedora sporting
Yeah.
Filipino, like
Like-
Bruno Mars.
He reminds me of a magician.
Yeah, dude.
You know, he got some tricks up his sleeve.
Yeah, he's very Chris Angel looking.
Yeah.
He's like a Chris Angel.
He looks like he eats ass. Like he likes it too.
Yeah, I mean, he's into a lot of stuff that vanilla people aren't into.
No, yeah.
He's not vanilla. He's Manila.
He used to have this joke, dude,
Filipino.
and it would gross me the fuck out. It was like about period blood, and he would say it. It was pre-COVID. He would say it all the time, and it would like make me gag. And I'd leave rooms because I'm like, fuck, Ernest is gonna say this fucking joke, and I gotta go.
He's a savage.
He is. Did you work at AMC?
Yeah.
Where were you at?
In San Francisco at the Kabuki Theater in Japantown. I
Kabuki
worked
Theater.
there when I first moved to San Francisco. Yeah, the Kabuki
Oh, that's a
Theater.
good one. That's the one that serves alcohol.
Yes,
Yeah,
that is a good one. That's a really good movie theater.
yeah. I go there a lot.
Wonder if I ever saw you.
Probably, dude. You look very fucking familiar.
Yeah.
That's the only theater you worked at?
Yeah,
Okay.
my whole life.
Where were you, an usher?
Oh, I did
Concession?
everything. I remember unclogging the toilets, and I would feed people popcorn right after.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff like that. But I worked there when A Star Was Born, Bohemian Rhapsody, and there's like a lot of good movies when I worked there for 6 months.
I watched Black Panther there. That was the last movie I watched.
I never saw Black Panther, dude.
You've never seen it?
Was it good? I don't like superhero movies.
I don't like them either, dude.
Yeah.
I watched it because my friends wanted to watch it. I fucking hate superhero movies.
We've seen too much.
It's the same shit.
And dude, I grew up reading comic books.
Yeah, same here. That's what I think ruined it for me, too.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this shit don't even follow the comics anybody. Like, they're making comics for the movies, and people are like, yeah, just read the comic book. I'm like, that's not the same shit, dude.
Yeah, and I'm not even like concerned about the canon of the comic books and the accuracy. I'm just like, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just like,
It's the same goddamn, like, the premise is always a fucking same. Like, one dude finds, like, a superpower, nerdy, then he becomes fucking all big and shit. And then someone has a similar superpower, but it's like a darker color, like purple, and then they fucking fight each other. Like,
they have different favorite colors.
Yeah. And I'm
That's
like,
every superhero movie. My favorite color is purple.
and then people like cry in the theater because like they think the fucking good guy's dying. And I'm like, of course he's not gonna. There's not gonna be a fucking movie where they kill the main superhero. I want to watch a superhero movie like that, where the main dude dies.
They're too pussy.
Yeah.
Even in like where Superman died in Batman versus Superman, like, didn't he like resurrect at the end or something?
Yeah.
So corny, dude. I remember I was in college when I watched Superman versus Batman, and we got all like super drunk. We went to BJ's. You ever been to a BJ's?
Oh yeah, man. Fucking love BJ's.
It's an incredibly good restaurant. It's appropriately named. I mean, it's
Yeah.
as good as a BJ probably.
Yeah. Their service blows.
Their fucking menu is a chapter book.
Yeah, it's huge.
Well, I don't know how.
It's
Yeah,
thick.
I mean, their service blows probably because there's too many people there.
Every time I go to
Eating.
BJ's, the service is very slow, and I'll be like, "This service blows." The only time I've ever done a dine and dash was at a BJ's.
Because it blows.
They took so goddamn long. We're like, "Let's get the fuck out of here. Let's blow this joint."
Were you drunk?
Yeah, I was like 2 pitchers in.
See,
have
that's
good-
the thing, man.
They have good beer.
You get drunk at BJ's, so drunk you just leave, dude.
Yeah. And the fucking waitress, the wait staff's always hot too. And like
Wow.
when you're young and shit, you think you're gonna get a waiter's number, like a waitress's number.
And I mean, need we say it again? The place is called BJ's, so you just it's subliminal.
Want to go get some BJ's?
How could
Yeah.
you say no?
No, you gotta go. I want to go to BJ's now.
I got real drunk at BJ's. We walked across the street for Batman versus Superman, and I don't really remember what I said, but I was like heckling during the trailers, the previews.
Yeah.
I was like, it'd be like all loud, and then it'd be quiet, and it'd show like rated R,
Yeah.
and then I'd be like, that looks like blah blah blah. I just like do a heckle,
Maybe we'll laugh.
Yeah, trying to get people to
Yeah.
laugh. It's like I think I had one good one where people laughed.
That's the best. I used to do that too. My buddy got shushed during trailers for the Black Panther. And it was like the hardest, like this motherfucker, the guy who shushed him, shushed the whole goddamn theater. And we were like, holy, like, I was pissed. I was like, dude, it's the fucking trailers. Calm down. Like, we've all seen this shit. But he was fucking pissed.
The trailer for like
Just like, I forgot what the fuck it was. It's
Yeah,
probably
I
more
wish I could remember.
superhero movies, but just fuck, I don't know, dude.
I wish I could remember. I think there's like Lego Batman or something for that, but and I was yelling during the trailers, and then like the first like opening like 30 seconds of Superman versus Batman, I was just like, uh-oh, this is not going to be a good movie. And then like not even on purpose, but I just fell asleep, dude. I Harriet Tubman
Right away.
right there in the theater.
Passed out.
I slept through the whole thing and then woke up at the very end where they're like putting Superman where they're like burying Superman in the coffin and they're like throwing dirt on his grave.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit.
Oh, that's the worst.
And then they're like, and it started rattling. It's like, the end.
Yeah, and so you figured it out. You're like,
I was
"Oh,
like, dude, that movie was so bad. And I watched like 40 seconds of it.
fell asleep. That I remember one time I was dating this chick and we were having sex. Like she turned on a Quentin Tarantino movie. It was
Jackie Brown.
no, Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight.
And we started having sex during the movie. And then when we were done, I turned around and it was like the part where, spoiler alert, but the dude's underneath the floor. So like I just ruined the whole movie for me. I was like so pissed. I was like, God damn it, now
Spoiler.
I fucking can't watch this movie.
You spoiled it.
Yeah. I didn't want to flex on me having sex, but that's what happened.
Sometimes you have sex and you ruin a movie
Yeah.
that you're trying to watch.
Yeah. Do you ever see the movie Midsommar?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was having sex with that movie, and I was like watching it while I fucking love that movie. But it was like an intense scene, and I was like having sex. I was like, what the fuck's going on right now?
Dude, that's a surreal movie, and sex is always surreal to have.
Damn, it's just a surreal experience.
Maybe it's just I don't have that much sex, but sex is always like so surreal to me.
Yeah,
But I can't imagine like
out of world experience.
watching a surreal ass movie while getting
Yeah,
some ass.
I worked at a theater too. That's why I brought that up.
Oh, where'd you work?
Century Theaters, the one
In like
San-
Daly City or something?
Daly City, and then I worked at the San Bruno one.
Okay.
I was an usher. I cleaned up the popcorn and shit. But it was like the best stoner movie because all my friends were stoners and we would get high like at the trash compactor and just go back and like sit down in between cleaning sessions and just watch hella movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of movies when I was there.
Yeah. And that was like, I was like 18, so we were doing stupid shit. Like my buddy gave me like homemade brownies and I couldn't even go up the stairs because I was so stoned. I just had to sit down and wait it out.
Dude, I've been on the clock.
Yeah, on the clock.
Yeah, man, I've definitely had some. You can kind of get basically drunk
Oh,
on some edibles. It can really be inebriating.
It was the best job.
Yeah. What movies you remember watching? What era was this
It
of
was the Twilight era.
cinema?
Twilight era.
You're stoned watching some Twilight.
Yeah, I accidentally watched all 5.
You watched them just
All 5, accidentally.
on the brownies on accident.
Yeah, they were great. It was during that, and I used to hate because it was like SpongeBob movies, and that was like the dirtiest fucking theaters.
Oh man, just kids like pooping on the fucking
Yeah,
steps.
and I don't want to. Tyler Perry movies were always really dirty, and that's not like anything racist. It was just every time there was a Tyler Perry movie, we're like, oh fuck, it's gonna be hella popcorn and shit everywhere, and it was.
A lot
It's
of tears
It
too.
was just factual. Yeah, a lot of tears.
A lot of
too.
tears, just like making the floor sticky.
Yeah, but yeah, it was good, man.
SpongeBob, Tyler Perry, Twilight. That's quite the run, dude.
What? Yeah, because it was all shitty movie. Oh, it was. You know what movie was crazy? What was that fucking movie where like this alien attacked New York and it was like a first-person camera?
Cloverfield.
Cloverfield. Dude, people were having seizures. Like there was so many
Damn.
ambulance coming for that movie because people would have like seizures and shit. People would faint during that movie.
Fizzing out the mouth. You got to clean up all their saliva.
It was wild, dude. And I was like, God damn.
Dude, I never saw that, but I watched that movie Hardcore Henry a few years ago.
Oh, yeah.
And that's first person. And I mean, I'm not that squeamish about violence, but that movie hurt to watch.
Was violent as fuck?
It was real violent, and the first person was upsetting to me.
Yeah, I don't like first person shit. Cloverfield's cool though. I enjoy that movie.
I never saw it, but
I used to catch people having sex in theaters all the time, and it would be like during matinee. I'm like, God, that was like broad daylight.
golly,
And
dude.
it's just like teenagers, skipping school.
Filipino teenagers in San Bruno.
Yeah, and I'll be like, we could see it, and we'll just all like, hey, look, someone's fucking in theater 7.
You
And
go,
you'll
it's
see
Ernest.
like some Ernest would fuck in a theater.
Oh, sorry.
And then we're like, oh, we don't know who it is. And then like 10 minutes later, someone in the arcade sweating hella hard. And we're like, oh, it was this guy. He was definitely fucking in the theater. Or playing Dance Dance Revolution.
Yeah, it was one of the other
But dude, I used to eat the food from the like theaters. I would find
leftovers.
hot dogs. Like the Nathan's hot dogs. Because those are expensive at theaters.
Hey, weed's a hell of a drug, dude.
Oh, yeah. I'd eat hella shit, dude. The gummies and shit. I don't know why people were just throwing away money like that. But I didn't like that job. It was cool. I got fired. I almost cried when they fired me.
What'd you do, man?
Dude, I was just walking around on my phone during my break, and the fucking general manager saw me doing that. And I don't know what it is with general managers, but they think that they're like the hottest shit. And he came up to me and he's like, what are you doing on your phone? And I was like, I'm on my break. And he picked up my tag and flicked it at my face.
Oh, no.
And I was like, bro, fuck you. And he's like, what'd you say? I was like, fuck you. And then he fired me. And he's like, why don't you go work at Chuck E. Cheese? And I said some pussy shit where I was like, I would. They'll probably treat me better there. And then I called my mom after and I was like crying.
Me and Chucky always got along.
I wanted to work at Chuck E. Cheese for the longest.
Well, I think a GM at a chain place, they fucking hate themselves, man.
Yeah.
We've all had a GM. We've all worked at a chain place.
Yeah.
There was a GM at a Genghis Grill I used to work at. Genghis Grills are in Texas. They're just like
That sound what? Genghis Grill.
Genghis.
Was it like an Asian place?
Genghis Khan.
Is
Genghis Khan himself
Chinese food?
created a fast casual dining experience where there's a big ass wok grill, and it's like a wok place where you see the people in like the middle of the restaurant make your food on the big wok, and that was a cool job. And I had a GM, or I guess he wasn't even a GM, but yeah, those GMs, they're cocky, but he was like a right below a GM, just like a
one of the ass kisser right there.
yeah. And man, he was so angry, and he kind of had, he was kind of short, and he would have me like, man, get on my knees and like clean the gunk. That like,
Jesus
it's like,
Christ,
dude, y'all never even clean this. It's like, that's why it's so dirty. Like,
I thought you were gonna say get on your knees and clean his dick, dude.
I mean, well,
Clean his Genghis.
and then somebody showed me, my coworker showed me his mugshot because he got busted. He's a pedo.
Damn.
He's
That
a pedo.
explains the knees thing now.
And that's why he wanted me. I was like the youngest guy working there, and he wanted me to get on my knees.
He'd have your little sweet ass. He's like, just go clean. He'll spill stuff on purpose and have you clean it up, huh? He's like, come in my office.
Dude, he was a bad guy. He was like a really a bad guy. Before I knew he was a pedo, I knew he was a bad guy.
Yeah. Store managers are funny, dude, because they're like, they really ain't shit. But they think they're the shit, and they're always like addicted to shit. Like, my store manager was addicted to coke.
Oh
And
yeah,
he would act like he wouldn't, but he had that long pinky fingernail, and I'm like, dude, if you're,
Ew.
you know what I'm talking about? That's
Yeah.
fucking nasty.
Yeah.
Dude. Fucking sniffing chunks of shit while he's doing coke and shit. Like, god damn.
Ugh, and they like they stick in their nose
Yeah,
afterwards.
He would like go to his van and brakes and shit.
Stick in their mouth, stick in their nose.
Yeah. I felt
Ew.
bad because that was like a job where I didn't give a shit. I worked at Lowe's too, and we would get wasted working at Lowe's. And like, we treated that job like nothing. We would like slice up bags of dirt. We'd like have this game where we would try to stack this bags of dirt the highest. And there's people there, it's like their lifetime career. They're like, why aren't you guys taking this shit serious? We're like, it's fucking Lowe's, dude.
We're kiddos.
Yeah, we don't give a shit. But I wonder, like, if you think you tried your hardest at AMC, you think you'd be a GM right now?
Yeah, easy. That's weird, man. I'm just thinking about my coworkers, and the higher up they got, just like the angrier they were, man.
Yeah.
The angrier and the more intense they were, and just, dude, I'd show up like buzzed to work.
Oh, I'd show up wasted.
I'd be buzzed and like fucking word would get around, dude. I feel like people that work at theaters kind of nerds.
Yeah.
They're kind of like, oh, I just like watching movies
Yeah.
and being in my pajamas.
Did you ever work the film guy? Were you ever the film dude?
No.
That was like the biggest nerd at the theater. Like whoever's job was it to control all that shit, and we all wanted that job, and none of us ever got it.
Dude, yeah, that you gotta be like, you gotta have some like facial deformities to do that.
Yeah,
job.
you gotta be super pale.
Level
There's like
99.
a level
nerd.
of paleness that you gotta be. You gotta be.
You gotta be like the dungeon master of theaters.
Yeah, you gotta be clammy and shit.
Straight clamism.
Yeah. Who's your favorite comedian, man? Who inspires you? Who influences you? You're like, I don't watch comedy.
I don't watch comedy. I forget. I used to like comedy a lot. And
Yeah.
I forget who I used to like.
Mm.
I don't know. It's all blur, you know.
Damn, dude.
No, I don't know. I liked Louis C.K.
Yeah.
and Dave Chappelle.
Yeah. Do you like his new shit?
Yeah.
I hate talking about it because I feel like it's a hack premise. Everyone talking about Dave Chappelle's new stand up.
No, I liked it.
Yeah.
I was laughing. He always makes me laugh. He's a funny guy. I'd say he's a funny guy.
I'd say
Dave
so
Chappelle.
too.
I'd say he's a funny guy.
Yeah. Underrated.
I'd say yeah.
It's a shame nobody knows about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check out this guy Dave Chappelle.
If you guys haven't seen Dave Chappelle's new special, I wasn't a big fan of it. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was overhyped.
It didn't make you laugh?
A little bit, but not as. It didn't make me laugh as much as like For What It's Worth made me laugh. And that's my issue. Is I keep comparing it to I keep comparing all of his specials to For What It's Worth and Killing Him Softly. And they don't compete. But like if you make it stand alone, it's way funnier than like half the shit that's on Netflix right now.
Yeah, dude, comedy's pretty bad. Most
Yeah.
comedy's bad.
Yeah.
So
That's my problem. Like I just keep watching the same. I watch the same specials over and over. I never like check out like new comedians or shit like that. I probably should. You look very disappointed that I said that.
you ever go and listen to like Carlin? Because Carlin has like 8,000 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard Carlin's shit.
So he was like evading the IRS. So he just kept on trying to. He's like doing what Nicolas Cage is doing now. You know, Nicolas Cage makes like 10 movies a year, and they're like B movies.
Yeah.
It's because like the IRS is like trying to fucking throw him in prison. He's like, oh no, I'm busy. I'm employed. I'm working.
That's fucking hilarious.
He's like trying to pay back the IRS, and that's what Carlin was doing. He's like tax evading and shit.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, something about evading taxes. You got to keep working or something.
Damn.
Or just,
Yeah, Wesley Snipes did that too, but he's not doing anything.
oh, poor Wes.
Wesley, that's all he had was Blade. Huh?
He went a little bit crazy, I think, before he went to the slammer.
I wonder what he looks like now.
I think he looks
Wait.
okay.
Is he locked up?
He got released. I don't think his career's been quite the same though.
Mm.
He was in something I saw. He's in movies here and there. I think he's in like B movies, but I wonder how Wes is doing.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I feel bad for old actors and shit that I looked up to, and then you look at them now and they're like beat to shit. Like I saw Dane Cook recently, and I was like, God damn, he looks fucking horrible.
Yeah, I was a pretty big Dane Cook fan. I didn't want to say it.
I am too, dude, and I fucking hate when I say it because I feel like a douchebag. But his shit was good.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I loved him. I loved him. He made me feel good. I watched him. People put me in a good mood.
He would. His energy was like out of this world, and I was like, God damn, that's what kind of like I get my influence. Like I try to be like him, but I can never.
Dude, his like word choice is funny. Just like he'll just kind of say an incongruent word sometimes. It's just like it's funny, like schematics.
Yeah,
just shit like that. It's
like he calls movies cinematics adventures. Like that's
dude,
fucking hilarious.
It's fucking funny.
Yeah, I always say that to people. And then his stories are fucking like his long ass stories. Like it's just great storytelling.
He is, man. He gets a bad rap.
Why?
It's like enjoyable.
Everyone thinks he's a douchebag.
Dude, anybody, Sinbad, Kevin Hart, Dane Cook, anybody who's like on top of the world at one point, they just get shit on, dude.
Yeah.
Amy Schumer on
Yeah.
top of the world, and then just like people fucking hate her. She's the worst comedian ever, and she steals all of her jokes. And it's like, dude, chill. Like,
Yeah.
Quit hating this person who was like on top of the world at one point,
Yeah.
and you feel like you got to overcorrect. It's like people fucking hate Kevin Hart, dude. It's like just leave him alone. He's like
He's fucking good. Like,
people, fucking millions of people fucking love this guy.
yeah.
He brings joy to millions of people, and you're just like, he fucking sucks. Dane Cook
People don't
sucks.
want to see people winning, man. Cat Williams was one of my favorites too, and I hate telling people that too. It's kind of like a douchey thing, but
Yeah,
his beginning shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, he's like all time great.
Yeah, I felt bad for him when he was remember when he was getting choked out by the teenagers.
Yeah,
He was like his life was spiraling.
that's Florida, dude.
Was that happening in Florida?
Yeah, I think he lives in Florida.
Damn.
Dude, there's an episode. I barely watched the show, but that show Atlanta.
Oh yeah, it's fucking great.
Did you watch that episode with him? With Cat Williams is on there. He's like the. I barely remember the plot, but he has like an alligator. He has a pet alligator.
Damn.
It's the best episode.
I need to watch it because I loved Atlanta.
Dude, it's the best. I've only seen like 2 or 3 episodes of Atlanta, but there's an episode with Cat Williams where he has like a pet alligator, and he's like, I think his name is Florida Man.
Okay.
I think maybe the
I
episode.
remember the Florida Man episode.
I think it's
Yeah.
that.
It
It's
was the
so
best.
good.
It was
I
the
think
best episode.
I watched it like twice.
It's with Childish Gambino, right?
Yeah, he does that show.
Yeah, that's someone who I hate.
I love him. I mean, I'm not like.
It's not. I don't hate him. I think I'm envious because he's doing so much, and I'm like, God damn it, this fucker's rapping, acting, and a stand-up comedian. Like, holy shit.
Dude, I'm pretty sure that guy's just like. You know, he had like some Hollywood connections. He had a bit of luck. You know, not to mention talent and da da da. And then, at a certain pinnacle, he like discovered cocaine. That's my theory.
Yeah.
About Donald Glover. He discovered cocaine and then boom, music albums. You know what I mean? That's like Eddie Murphy was doing music albums.
Oh,
and
you would.
You know why?
Cocaine. That song sounds like a cocaine song.
Dude, that's like he's just partying and shit.
The Party All the Time song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean that's like right there in the song.
It's fucking. That song's a banger too.
Dude, that's like literally The Weeknd. Like whatever the genre The Weeknd is, cocaine.
Every fucking artist, once they do cocaine, they're like, you know what? I'm gonna get into singing or something.
I'm gonna do some Michael Jackson adjacent pop music. That's you fucking. There's some synths and there's like a drum beat that goes like, and you just. That's like every Weeknd song.
Every goddamn yeah.
And it's just cocaine. It's just like.
Yeah.
Just a guy who's like, karaoke's not good enough for you. You're gonna.
I always think of the 80s, of like the cocaine use in the 80s, of how big it probably was. Like that we can't even imagine. Like I'm sure there was like clubs where it was just out in the open. Like nobody gave a shit.
That's how like the town, like Fort Worth, Texas.
Is that how it is, Fort Worth?
That's how it was.
Uh-huh.
Like in the 80s, they call it Funky Town.
Damn.
And that's kind of like an old name for it, but
Funky Town.
they just like Fort Worth was just like a desert, like near Dallas, and then they're just like, let's build the best downtown ever, and they just like did cocaine, just like built like skyscrapers, and it's just like Fort Worth. It's like a beautiful city.
Is it?
It's like really bad traffic, and then you go to downtown, and you're like, this is like the best downtown. It's like the best downtown
Damn.
of like any city you'd
I
ever
need to go to Fort Worth, Texas. Is it liberal?
Nah,
No.
nah.
Is there any parts of Texas that are kind of liberal? Is Austin? Austin's a
Just
little
Austin. Just Austin. I mean, then there's like cities that are like 90% Mexican, and those are like liberal.
liberal.
You know.
Yeah. Mexicans are pretty liberal.
Like El Paso.
They're chill dudes. They got.
You know, Uriah Jaquez is from El Paso.
Is he?
Yeah.
God damn.
That's
man.
why me and him, like,
So cool.
we love each other. We
Wow.
we don't even talk that much, but it's just like we're both from West Texas,
Damn.
and like we're just like we love each other. Dude.
Yeah, man.
I love West Texas people, dude.
I'm from West Texas.
Oh, and you're from West Texas.
You can't no fucking dude. I wish I was from Texas. I wish I had an accent or some shit. I'm from South San Francisco. Nobody knows where the fuck that's at.
You just have a Filipino accent.
Do I have a Filipino accent?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, man.
I wish I did.
I did learn that there is kind of like a twangy thing about Californian accents. If you find someone rural enough, there is like sort of like a California like country
Yeah.
accent where I'm like,
Yeah. I hooked up with a chick I was in Chicago, and she's like, I could just tell you're from California because of your voice and shit. And I was like, what? And she's like, you're so fucking chill. And I'm like, I'm not even that chill, but it was
you do
like
like
that California
you kind of are. I wouldn't say you have like a surfer like
no,
accent,
it's
but
more like a down.
you have that Pacific.
like a missing.
coolness.
I'm missing the chromosome. Chill.
You
Like
got
a little,
that-
little slow.
No,
Dude, you know, I worked at Best Buy. I was
man,
like,
you worked at all the chains.
I worked at all of them, dude. And it was only like a seasonal thing, and then they let me go. And then my buddy worked there, and then I worked with him again at Lowe's. And he's like, bro, he's like, your manager really thought you were like like you were on the spectrum.
What?
Yeah, just because of the way I talked, the way I slouched.
Oh,
I didn't give a shit. Do you ever live your life? Like, sometimes I live my life and I feel like I am on the spectrum, but nobody's telling me.
Dude, yeah, I worry about that, man. I mean, I got some cavemanism myself. I got, this and that. I get made fun of. People, and then, like, part of it is like comedian circles. People just kind of like say things you shouldn't say, whatever. And you're just kind of like, I'll get called autistic like so much.
Yeah.
There's like, I don't really want to be called that.
No.
Yeah, I get called spectrum
hurts.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People call me that.
Like as a needle. Oh, gotcha. You're autistic. It's like, dude, shut up, man.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian.
Yeah. But
I'm normal.
problem with me is I feel like I am on the spectrum and nobody's telling me, and all the comedians are laughing because they feel bad. They're like, Sergio's on the spectrum, let's laugh to make them feel good. like it's that to that point.
Dude, I think it's like, I heard like Chris Rock has like a learning disability. Did you hear about that?
No.
He's like on the spectrum or something. Like it came out like as an adult, he got diagnosed like recently.
Really?
Yeah, he has like some learning disability or something.
That explains all the yelling.
Yeah. Well, he has. Like, I mean, he kind of has a weird face and like.
He does. He got that.
He kind of like.
Yeah, he's always questioning.
He looks really funny.
Who did? Carlos. Do you ever meet that comedian? He's not a comedian anymore. Or I haven't seen him in the scene. Little Mexican dude, Carlos.
Yeah.
He looks like Dave Navarro.
Yeah, Dave Navarro.
Yeah. One time he's like, man, I thought you were on the spectrum. I was like, why? He's like, because your mouth's always open. And it was like the funniest, but like the meanest thing someone's ever told me. And I was like, God damn it. So now I'm like very aware of like my mouth being open and shit.
Dude, it's bad being around comedians, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Iman fucking rips me and you one all the time, dude.
Yeah,
Iman's a mean person.
Dude, he he's from Turkey, man. He was like he grew up in some tough streets, dude.
Oh yeah.
He's seen some shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's very like cryptic, and he kind of won't like.
He is cryptic.
He won't tell you like, but you can tell like there's some PTSD there, I think, from growing up in Turkey.
Yeah, I always feel like someone's gonna like fight him at his mic, and he's just gonna stab him.
Yeah,
like, we're gonna see like a bad side of Iman, like fucking just, and then Iman looks like he has like a gold egg on him all the time, like some type of Egyptian.
Dude, he's got some secrets. He's got some secrets from the old world. Turkey's a weird place. Like Turkey is where like the Santa Claus is from. The Legend of Santa Claus.
I heard about that.
And like Turkey's where like pretty much any like old game like poker cards are from Turkey. Like the king and the queen and the jester and the
really?
The joker
that
and the
makes
jack.
Sense. Okay, they do got Turkish
the
vibes.
Spades and the hearts, like they're all Turkish.
Yeah.
And what was like the old name? I think Turkey used to be called Assyria or something, like in the old world, something like
Jenga.
that. Jenga.
Yeah.
Dude, Jenga? Jenga sounds like some that sounds like Inan's middle name, dude.
Dude, the other day Luke Newman said he was at Bangladesh. Doesn't that sound like it's from? Is that from Turkey?
Bangladesh is its own country. It's like in Indonesia area.
Oh, isn't it also like in Tennessee or some shit or some southern? Isn't it part of a southern?
I think there's a Bangladesh, Texas, probably.
Yeah, I'm from like Bangladesh, Alabama.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's pronounced Bangladesh actually,
Yeah.
but
Luke Newman scares me, man.
dude, he's not all there, dude.
No,
he's not all here either.
He's not all here.
He's not here at all, dude.
Yeah, I was worried. I didn't know how.
I'm worried about the guy. I made a really bad mistake. I bought him a plane ticket
to Bangladesh,
to Austin, Texas. We're going there in like less than a week.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
I bought Airbnb and
nice.
plane tickets.
Damn,
and
dude.
He's just like not gonna pay me back, and I'm worried that
he's not even gonna show up to the.
If I don't get confirmation, I'm gonna have to. Well, if you buy a ticket in someone's name, can you switch the name?
You can switch someone's
last
name.
minute. So I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to find somebody.
I'll go to Austin with you.
Yeah, I mean, if you can keep your classes up, I mean, Luke's might cancel on me, dude. I don't know. This guy is such a fucking deadbeat, dude.
Are you gonna do comedy in Austin?
Yeah.
Is the scene out there? I'm sure it's nice.
I haven't been there in a few years since it's blown up, but yeah, Austin was always an incredibly good scene, talent-wise.
Do you have shows lined up, or are you just gonna go and try to get?
I have like one show lined up, and like my friend has an open mic that I'm gonna do.
Nice.
And then, fingers crossed, I could probably get on another show or two.
Do you have a clip?
Yeah, I have a clip. I sent my clip to somebody, but they said, no, we're already booked up.
That hurts, huh?
Yeah.
I did that when I was in Hawaii. Someone set me up, and the guy's like, "Hey, can I see your clip?" And I sent him my clip, and he's like, "Yeah, if you could bring like 8 friends, I'll give you a spot." But
Oh,
I was like, "God damn it."
yeah. It's hard to get a good clip.
Yeah. But I think I finally got one, so we'll see. I got the clip, and I don't know what to do with it. I'm like, what the fuck do I do with this?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I'm a piece of shit comic, dude.
Me too, man. I've been doing this for almost 10 years.
Goddamn.
I'm have nothing to show for it. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like the wrong person to talk to.
Yeah.
I can tell you like mistakes I've made, but I don't really know solutions to
Yeah.
any problems you might have. I'm not going to help you.
Yeah.
Even if I wanted to.
I've been doing it for 3 years, and comedians get mad when I tell them like simple. I'm like, I don't have a clip. They're like, why the fuck don't you have a clip? I'm like, I don't record my sets. They're like, why don't you record your sets? I'm like, I don't write. They're like, why don't you write? And it pisses people off. But
Dude, everyone thinks they're a great fucking comedian, but we're all fucking losers, man.
we're all fucking, none of us.
Anybody-
That's what mom tells me.
Anybody that gets onto you is just like a liar. They're delusional.
Yeah. We're all fucking delusional doing this shit.
Your mom tells you comedians are losers?
Yeah. She's the only person who doesn't support me being a comedian. And then she's always like, look, it's all losers. And I'm like,
Man, that's fucking wise. How did she get so wise?
Because mama knows best. But she just knows. She's like, do you get paid for this shit? I was like, drink tickets. Couple $20. She's like, that ain't shit. She always talks about comedians who like commit suicide and shit. She's like, no, you don't want to do all that.
There's darkness, dude. There's a
Yeah, we're all a little fucked up.
tears of a clown, you know?
Damn. Yeah.
One of my oldest memories is being at like a preschool, and we had a clown come visit us, and he was going to paint our faces. And I interrupted the class. I interrupted my teacher. She was about to introduce the clown. And I interrupted the teacher. I couldn't even say my R's. I couldn't really talk. This is such an old memory. And I was just like, really just like anguishing. Like, I don't know why. I was just like kind of yelling out. And they're like, what are you saying? Because I'm like speech impediment because I'm like 2 or 3.
Uh-huh.
And eventually they got it. I was like, tails. I want tails. I wanted tears painted on my face. Tears.
Damn.
I want tears painted on my face. I don't know. It's just a weird memory I have, dude. I knew it back then that I was a clown with tears, dude. It's a weird memory. I've always had this memory, dude.
I have a memory of me in preschool where I was humping the shit out of the bed.
You just woke up.
I had this thing. Someone told me recently, like, if you do that, you're part, like, it's a tick for people who are on the spectrum. But I used to, like, fuck the floor. I used to hump the floor till I was, like, dude, in, like, the 5th grade. I would, like, hump shit.
I was a humper. I was a humper myself.
Yeah. But I remember, like, vividly, I was laying, it was, like, during nap time in preschool, and I was fucking the shit out of, like, the cot.
Yeah.
And there was, like, 6 teenage workers. You know, they're always, like, teenagers who work at preschools. They were just standing around me, watching me, and, like, giggling. And I'm just, like, looking at them directly in their eyes, fucking this cot. And nobody's telling me to stop.
Dude, little kids are weird.
Yeah.
I think, I don't know. I remember my dad getting onto me for, like, touching my dick too much, like, adjusting my balls and stuff. And I just kind of, like,
Just figured it out. Yeah.
just, like, walking around in front of people, just
Dude, one time, yeah.
fidgeting.
I remember, like, I would wait for my parents to, like, go to church or something, and I would, like, fuck the shit out of the carpet. And one time I thought everybody was gone, and then, like, I ran to the living room, and, like, I slid like a wrestler slides into a ring.
Yeah.
I, like, went, like, 5 feet, and I just started fucking the floor. And, like, my brother was sitting there the whole time, and he just starts busting up laughing.
Older brother?
Older brother. Everyone, like, they still bring it up in my family, like, yes, I used to fuck the shit out of the floors.
Damn, dude. Do you
Yeah.
think, you don't think, like, they do it either? Like, they didn't do it? It was just you?
It was just me.
It was just you?
Yeah, because we would know if the other ones were doing it, like my other brothers, but not like, no, it was
What
her.
about, you had younger brothers?
Yeah, he didn't do
And
it.
they didn't do it?
No,
You kept an eye on them?
kept an eye.
And they didn't
I was like, y'all should try this. It's great. Nobody wanted to do
they
it.
didn't learn your behavior?
Mm-mm. And then my brother, he worked at a preschool, and he's like, dude, a lot of kids would do it. Like, they would just hump shit.
Yeah, I think it's not incredibly rare.
Yeah. I just never stopped. And I used to, like, fucking hump the desk in front of teachers in the second. Like, I'd be, like, in class, like, you know when those desks had, like, that thing where you could put all your books in? It would, like,
Yeah.
open up.
Yeah.
And I would just be fucking it because it was, like, low. and teachers would just be like making eye contact with me, like they know
Okay.
I'm doing stuff.
Sergio, I'm starting to get a little concerned now. This
Yeah,
is
man.
second grade.
Second grade, dude. I did it until like the 6th grade.
In public in front of people.
Oh no, 6th grade no, 5th grade no,
Okay.
4th grade no.
Well,
I think I stopped at 2nd grade public.
second grade publicly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a little bit. I'm
Third
worried,
grade.
I'm worried about you, man.
3rd grade it turned into masturbation.
There you go.
Yeah, I figured it out.
It's a little early though.
Yeah, it was. But yeah, man.
But
Weird.
you turned out okay.
I think so.
You know,
Yeah.
Twilight. Tyler Perry's Twilight.
Yeah, man. Humping a bunch of shit.
Watching Unable to Climb Stairs because you're on too many weed brownies.
Yeah.
On the clock.
Doing shows now. I'm in grad school,
Grad school.
so I think I'm fine. Unless like
Good.
everyone knows I'm on the spectrum and they're like, hey, let's just let Sergio go through this. Be like the next Forrest Gump. This fucking guy got a master's degree
You know,
and he's dumb as shit. Humping shit.
dude, autists are freaking smart, bro.
They are. They're fucking Rain Man.
Rain Man.
Was he an autist?
He was, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, I went to a casino with some friends right before I moved to California. And we're in Ruidosa, New Mexico, and we went to a casino, and we were all nibbling on some mushrooms, and we went to a casino, and everyone's calling me Rain Man because I would just be like at the blackjack table or whatever, just like
Counting shit.
just looking real intense, you know.
Yeah.
I think I come off as smarter than I am. you know?
Yeah. I was gonna
Sounds
say that you always look like you're thinking.
Now I've always got that.
You
I've
got
always
okay.
And let me tell you, not much is going on in this head.
Yeah,
But I'm just like losing all my money at blackjack. I'm just a gambler, dude.
No. Are you?
I am good, dude. I put like $500 on the Cowboys game.
God
I've been
damn.
betting a lot of money on every Cowboys game this season, and they're like 5-1.
So you're up or you down?
I'm up, bro. I'm up.
Yeah, I think I was with you the other day and you're like, I fucking won like $30.
So I had a good Sunday where I put a bunch of money on the Cowboys, and then they barely won like in overtime. I was like, whew. And then I looked. I was like, what's the next game? There's one more game left, and it was Pittsburgh, Seattle. And I looked, and it was Sunday, so there was like 10 games that day. I looked, and like all but 2 of them were the away team won.
Damn.
Like almost all of them, the away team won. So I'm like, dude, I'm betting on the home team.
You're good, man.
So I looked, and like Pittsburgh is the home team, and Seattle had their quarterback out anyway. So it's like 2-1 favorite. So it's like bet $200
Yeah.
to win 100
yeah.
plus your 200 back. And so I put like all my money, my whole fucking, what do they call it, bankroll, on the fucking Steelers, and that shit went to overtime. It was a nail biter, but the Steelers won, dude.
Damn,
So-
man. Fucking Steelers, bro.
Steelers, dude.
Sports. I don't,
Overtime.
I don't gamble, man. I turn into a piece of shit when I gamble.
You ever go to the casino in Daly City? You ever
Oh,
been there?
God. Artichoke Joe's or Lucky Chances?
Lucky Chances.
Yeah. I go there to eat.
That is the funniest name for a casino. That just totally sounds like a Filipino, like translated to English
Yeah.
or something.
It's like
Lucky Chances.
Yeah. Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of like, yeah, Fat Chance.
Have you been there? It's fucking depressing.
I've never been.
It's all like fluorescent, like super bright lighting. And it's like you can see everyone just pissed. People got like ganging rashes and shit because they're just there fucking up. Dude, one time I got so fucked up at a theater or at a casino. And I just watched the movie Casino, so I thought it was Joe Pesci. And we were playing 21, and the dealer gave me my cards. And I was fucked up with all my friends around me. And I was like, hit me again, you piece of shit. And my friend started busting up. I already had 21. And the dealer was like, all right. And he just fucking threw down. And then I busted, so I didn't even win.
He didn't get mad at you, the dealer?
No.
Dude, one time I was at a table in Las Vegas playing blackjack. It was me and this dude my age from Alabama, I think.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like frat and kind of a douchebag. And he busted, and he just kind of exclaimed, "Fuck you," or something like that.
And they zapped him?
And the fucking dealer got real mad at him.
Damn.
Kind of like bit his head off.
The
About it.
dealers be getting on people too, man. I don't know, man. I'm too poor to fucking gamble.
Yeah, well, I mean that's I gamble because I need money.
Yeah.
I'm not really working that much right now. I'm doing like catering every once in a while.
Are you still doing the Waymo? What the fuck?
No, I got fired. I got fired, dude.
What'd you do?
I broke a traffic law, and you're supposed to like report it anytime you make a mistake, and I just didn't report it. I was like at a red light in a right turn only, and then it went green, and then I went straight, and someone honked at me.
That's breaking the law?
It was pretty minor. Yeah, I was in a right turn only. I think I don't maybe I did it on purpose. I think it was just a mistake, and you're supposed to report it, and then
That's bullshit.
they just found me. They watched all the coverage, the video, and it's kind of like it was bullshit, and there's like a bunch of reasons why it was bullshit, and kind of because you get like these points, and so I was supposed to have like, they deducted 7 points, but I was supposed to have more, anyways, but they kind of fucked me over. But it's kind of, I've learned this before. If you ever get fired at a job for a bullshit reason, you might want to fight it, but don't fight it if you're cutting a lot of corners already that they just weren't cut.
That was
yeah, because I was doing this laundry delivery job, and he fired me I was supposed to get my last bonus. He screwed me out of my last bonus, and I was like, I don't know, but I was like literally like having beers on the clock and just like, not clocking out, whatever, just ripping off my boss.
Yeah.
And he just kind of like threw the kitchen sink at me I'm like, oh shit, yeah, maybe I don't deserve this bonus.
Yeah. That's how I got fired at Century, and I was like, let me just go now. Because they were like, I've been doing so much illegal shit there. I was like, fuck it. They let me go without, like, saying that I was fired.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
That's what, with Waymo, I mean, there's like, I was like, this is like kind of a punishable offense, I think, saying this, like, on the podcast. But anyways, we'll just leave it at that. You got anything else?
No, man.
You want to plug your Instagram or anything like that?
Follow me at Slurjo. I don't really post shit on there. I got shows coming up because I finally got a clip, so I'm trying to...
That's Slurgio?
Slurjo.
Like a racial slur?
No, like I'm drunk.
A Slurgio.
Maybe I should change it. I had a Polly
Slurgio.
Shaw the other day. She's like, what? Slurjo? And I was like...
How you spell that?
Slurgio.
That's it. Get it, folks.
Damn.
Follow Sergio.
The effects. Why didn't we do this earlier?
It's the finale.
This is why I like you guys' podcast, because of the effects, and we'd even take advantage of it.
I should have done it when you're talking about Twilight. Watching Twilight on Brownies. In Daly City. With the...
Now we got the fucking soundboard, dude.
Imagine having sex in a theater to a Tyler Perry movie. Really surreal.
Be magical.
Just making a mess.
Laughing.